Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Cody. Have a lot of interesting things to go over today with you guys. First of all, you can see in my prior videos, I was talking about cyber attack and the show called 911, the blackout, where the power goes out in Los Angeles. If you want to know more about that, go watch my prior video. But I'm going to give you an overview right now of what I see happening here. Okay. First of all, today there was a Ukraine cyber attack, largest of its kind in the country's history, right? All over the news. Most of you have probably seen it. Okay, so let me tie this together slowly for you guys. Let me first of all give you an overview of all the events that are leading up to this, okay? The first thing you had was this event. This is Cyber Polygon, and it was held on July 9th, and it simulated a supply chain attack on corporate ecosystem in real time. Okay, so remember that, July 9th, Cyber Polygon attack. Okay, now let's go over here. This was December 9th, so you had July 9th and you had December 9th. On December 9th, there was an Israel on Thursday led a 10-country simulation of major cyber attack on global financial system. Okay, so you had Cyber Polygon on July 9th, and you had this Israel cyber attack simulation on 12/9. They called this collective strength, is what they called this one in Israel. Okay, so remember that. Now I want to go and watch this quick video with you guys. I muted it, but this is the commercial for Zeus and Hera. Okay, and this was a commercial on the Super Bowl ad, and it showed Zeus, the god of Thursday, and that's why tomorrow is Thursday, right? But it showed him, Thor, Zeus, whatever you want to call him, getting angry and surging the power, okay, and knocking the power out. So let me just play this short clip for you. Okay, it was simple as that, guys. I mean, I know you guys hopefully you saw that and you can understand what I'm getting at, okay? The next thing I want to point out is this. This was a Super Bowl. This was on the front of the Super Bowl halftime show, like whatever you want to call this thing. It says Eve After Dark, okay? So think of the word Eve After Dark. Now, this is supposedly some sort of nightclub in Los Angeles. That's actually what this is. However, why would they put this and promote this saying? So I want you to remember all the stuff I just showed you, okay? And one last thing. Today, I don't know how many of you follow wrestling, but I follow it because there's a lot of clues you can get from it, okay? This is a wrestler. His name is Cody Rhodes, and he used to be part of WWE. Now, WWE is like the main wrestling promotion. It's the biggest one in the world, and it's been around for a long time. In 2019, he left WWE after being there for a long time, and he went on to help start the new company called AEW. Well, today he comes out and he says he's leaving AEW and most likely going to return to WWE. So me being the observant person that I am, I said, okay, well, this is strange. This seems like kind of a symbolic thing to me. And considering he's from Georgia, and I want you guys to understand the connection with Georgia here. Everything has been around Georgia lately. The Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship. The Atlanta Braves won the World Series. And Matthew Stafford on the Rams used to go to Georgia. He played for Georgia, and he won the Super Bowl. Okay, so that's why it's tied to Georgia. Okay, so I want you to remember this news too, and I'm going to tie all this together with the numbers here in a minute. So let's go over here, and we're going to take a look. First of all, I want to type in collective strength, which was the name of the cyber attack simulation in Israel. Okay. And you can see it equals 217. Okay, well, what's the date tomorrow, guys? The date tomorrow is 217. Okay, and I want you to look at these connections. Now, 3 days of darkness, I pulled this up. It's this, I never really heard of it until today, honestly, but it's supposed to be this theory that there's going to be 3 days and 3 nights of darkness. Okay, but it's interesting that it's also 217 when we're talking about a power outage or a cyber attack. Okay, and you can see terrorist attacks is also 217. Now, let's go over here, and we're going to measure from Cyber Polygon, which was the July 9th attack, and we're going to go to 217. And as you see, we're going to get 7 months, 9 days, just like the day was 7/9, and you're going to get 224 days. You're also going to get a date numerology tomorrow of 61 and 16. Remember that, the 16 and the 61, okay? But anyway, you're going to get 224 days. So let me show you the 224 here. If you type in Arnold A. Schwarzenegger with his middle initial, you're going to get 224. You're also going to get 224 with the Society of Jesus, okay? So you're telling me that Thor, the god of thunder, or Jupiter, or whatever you want to call him, Thor, Jupiter, Zeus, whatever, he's played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which you can get a 224 from, and 224 days after a cyber polygon is 217, okay, which is the value of collective strength, which is the name of the Israel, that's what they named the Israel cyber attack simulation, okay? And you have these connections with the 217, okay? Now, if you, and I want to come to this Georgia thing here real fast. Now, if you go from 12/9 simulation, okay, to 217, you're going to get 70 days. And you're going to see the 62 date numerology like Georgia, okay? But you're also going to see the 129 for December 9th, okay? Now, let me go over here. 192 is an anagram of that date, right? The 12/9, okay? And, okay, so remember I showed you Cody Rhodes. His nickname is the American Nightmare. Look at this. The American Nightmare, okay? Interesting, right? Well, if you go back over here, you're going to see the American Nightmare is a 192, just like the simulation date was 12/9. Okay, so the 192, just an anagram. Okay, but look at this. So now we're going to skip ahead to December 17th. The reason this day is important is because it is, if you go to this day, it is the beginning of Saturnalia. If you guys are unfamiliar with Saturnalia, it's a very important holiday. It's basically Christmas, you know. But also this day is the Pope's birthday, guys. He turned 85, okay? Now you're going to notice that it's 62 days, just like the Georgia connection, how Cody Rhodes is from Georgia, okay? And you're going to see that 12/17 also has the same numbers in it as 2/17. It's just the 127, okay? Now, 62 days later is 2/17, just like collective strength. This is the Pope's birthday and also the beginning of Saturnalia, okay? So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to see December 17th typed in, guys, is a direct match with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So, guys, I don't know how more, I mean, come on, guys. I don't understand how you couldn't see how this is all tying together here. This is a very obvious connection that all these news stories and all these things are tying together perfectly, okay? So let me go over here and add more numbers to this for you guys. Now, I mentioned Cody Rhodes and I mentioned Eve After Dark. Now, look at this connection, guys. Cody Rhodes and Eve After Dark, an exact match, 116 and 53. Now, in my prior videos, I was talking a lot about this 53. I was getting a lot of 53s, okay? Now, remember, The cyber attack simulation collective strength was held in Israel, guys. Israel. This guy's name, and this guy is a fighter of the UFC, and he fought the day before the Super Bowl, and he won. Okay, his name is Israel, of course, right? He also has the 53, guys. Okay, now look at Saturnalia. I told you Saturnalia started on 1217, which I just showed you the measurements of. Right? I just showed you the measurements from the dates in the 62 tying to Georgia. Okay. Now, let me go back over here. Saturnalia, 116, just like Cody Rhodes, just like Eve After Dark. Now, you guys are probably all familiar with the Rothschilds. Now, just look, the name Rothschild is 116 and 53. Global Reset, 116 and 44. Now, the 44 goes back to the Super Bowl being on the 44th day of the year, guys. Also, Valentine's Day was on the 14th, and if you type in Valentine's Day, it's 44 as well. Also, if you type in plutonium in Chaldean, it's 44. Okay. Now let's go up here. The day before the Super Bowl, also just the same day that this guy had his fight in Israel, the Israel guy, Justin Bieber had a rapper shot at his Super Bowl party. Justin Bieber, 53. Pete Davidson, he had a commercial too during the Super Bowl, and he's in the news right now. I talked about this in my prior video, but the most important thing you need to know here, he's got the 53 as well. Now look at this, guys. Thursday, like Thursday, tying into all this, being tomorrow, 217 being a Thursday, 116 and 35. So the 35 is just flipped, guys, but it's still got the 116. I mean, these connections are just too obvious, guys. They're telling us something with all these events happening. It's all going together, my friends. I mean, I don't know how much more obvious this could be. All these connections I just showed you between the Ukraine cyber attack, the cyber polygon on 7/9, the collective strength simulation on 12/9, Saturnalia, the Pope's birthday, you got the Israel cyber attack simulation, and then you had a fighter named Israel winning. And you guys, I can't be more clear here with you, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. This is, I think is very profound information. I'm just watching for tomorrow. I'm not saying something is going to happen tomorrow, but I'm saying there's a very good chance we hear of more cyber attacks tomorrow. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and much love to you all. We'll see you in the next one.